All right, sorry about that. I had to pause because my stupid phone rang. What the heck? And it wasn't even anybody. It was Robo Voice telling me to vote for Ted Cruz. So, yeah, we know the music's going in and out. The music comes from my phone. Nobody ever calls me, so, like, it's never a problem, but... okay. Well, we should get started pretty soon. I just need one more minute. Does your stupid phone go duh when it rings? I guess so. I don't know. I don't know what it does. What does it do? Excuse me. Sorry, I'm running a little behind, and believe it or not, I'm kind of sick again. So I can't win. So I just can't win. Is this? Vandy, what was your favorite year of Classic Tetris Monthly so far? This year, Josh? This year. Every year is my favorite. It gets better and better. I don't know. I like this year better than last year. I like last year better than the year before. All right. Be one more moment and we should be ready to start. What made this year in particular better? I mean, the players are better than they've ever been. I don't know. I mean, the players, it's the level of play, and they just keep getting better. And frankly, I can't remember the previous years, so it's the only one I can remember. That's it. All right, let's get this started. Good afternoon, good evening, good morning, wherever in the world you are. You are tuned in to another edition of Classic Tetris Monthly, the Masters event for October 2024. And this time, it is the blue bracket. Yes, the blue bracket is what we've got for you today. It's the last of our preliminary brackets this month for the Masters event. And we got 3 matches for you today. First match is going to be MYLES versus Laser Monkey, aka Philip Lewicki the Cuber. I'm just doxing everybody. Second match is going to be Fractal versus RAHMATIONS, and then the winners of these two matches will face off in a match to determine who goes to the semifinals to face who is in the semifinals. Well, it's going to be Dangler. So that is who the winner will be joining. Dangler, Meme, and Blue Scooty. However it shakes out, it's going to be a pretty tough semifinal. So pretty excited to see how this one all happens. So yeah, let's go ahead and tell you what even this whole thing is and what are the rules and all that. Well, this is a 16-player single elimination tournament based on the 1989 version of Tetris released by Nintendo for the Nintendo Entertainment System on NTSC. Consoles, players can play on emulator or console so long as the game appearance, mechanics, and statistics are unmodified, except in the ways we want you to modify them. Players can play on any controller so long as there's no big buttons or turbo functions used, whether mechanical or electronical. Biological turbo only. Players should not receive any real-time advice. So no counsel in your ear telling you, oh, this, look out, your opponent's about to top out, or here's the pieces that are going to come, build out that left. Oh man, you know, none of that. Just one mind per game, one game per mind. Do not pause unless the commentator tells you. I am the commentator, so do not pause unless I tell you. Level 18 starts all the way through the Masters event. Level 39 Super Kill Screen is implemented. Make sure that is turned on. And we will be using same piece sets throughout, re-rolled in between every individual game. Points over the traditional max out of 999,999 do count, believe it or not. A new innovation in Tetris tournaments. Post max out play. Best of 5 throughout, and the winner gets absolutely something, and that is a share in a prize pool, which currently stands at $1,444.44. That means we are $555.56. Is that math? It is. Away from our top 8 incentive right now. We would be paying the top 4, but you know, we want to pay the top 8 because twice as many people get a prize. It's incentivizing the players to keep showing up every month. It's nice to be able to win a match and get a prize. You're like, all right, I'll show up, I'll play, why not? So please, if you want us to get to that incentive, which we hit pretty much every month, then you should contribute to it, because that is the only way the prize pool grows. I don't put it up. I'm not rich, okay? I can't do it myself. We don't have sponsors. Who's going to sponsor this? Nobody's going to sponsor this. It's you, the fans, the viewers, the people who are watching. This is where the prize pool comes from. So if you want to contribute to the prize pool, you're watching right now live, use the Matcherino command in the live chat. A link will open up or will show up in the chat. You click on the link, it opens a browser. The browser will have in it the landing page for this tournament. It's a 2-click login. I've been saying 1-click login, but then I realized it's actually 2 clicks. It's really easy. Say, oh, I have a Twitch account. I'm going to log in with that. Authorize, you're in. Then the top right-hand corner will have a little button that says contribute. You contribute. And then, you know, you can pay different ways. I think PayPal, like all these ways. It's easy. And it is $1 Monday, I guess. I don't know. Is it $1 Monday? Everybody watching this has to contribute $1 to the prize pool, or we don't even start. We're not even going to start the stream until every single person watching has contributed $1. Okay, $1 Monday. One day Monday. I don't know what it is. All right, whatever. Just contribute to the prize pool, for God's sake. You watch this every single month for years, and you sit there, and you're like, oh, it's free. Just one time. Stop being a schnurrer and contribute to the gosh darn prize pool. All right. Well, thanks to everybody who has so far contributed to the prize pool. We've had some pretty big contributions, including Scott Gray with $1,000 into the prize pool. 100 from Kip Duron, 77 from Hilbert Space, Arbaro 2375, 2244, Uncle Unky Kip, and Ben and Tom J with 20 each, and a whole bunch of other people have contributed as well. So thank you to those of you who have contributed. And if you want to make sure that this channel continues, that this tournament continues, well, the best way to do that is to, well, one way anyway, a way that I like, patreon.com/monthly Tetris. You can provide regular monthly ongoing support for the channel. And it says to me, hey, there's people out here that, you know, want this thing to continue. I don't have to be like, is this thing on? Is anyone here? Does anyone want to watch? This is the best way to signal to me that you want it to continue. If you don't do that, then I figure, nobody really wants to watch it. We can just end it anytime and people will be fine. They'll just go back to their lives. They'll just go, they'll go watch whatever. I don't know. Anyway, but yes, patreon.com/monthly Tetris to provide regular ongoing support. It's very important to us. So thanks to those of you who have done it, including Scott Gray 76, K9 watching Tetris, Tackners at the Mega Masters level, Corporal 381 shall be satisfied at the Masters level, bracket sponsor level, Cat Kit 91, Jay in the window, Troy Den, Kim S, and our sticker and double sticker club level members, as well as our community level members and everybody else. Patreon.com/monthly Tetris. Thank you so much. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and just do a last little messing around here, making sure our players are streaming and our, you know, whoever's are whoevering. I'm assuming, okay, yeah, he's live. Miles is live. Oh my God, they're both live. Can you believe it? Oh, we got a big Miles right here. A big old Miles. That's like the biggest Miles you could ever have. There's big Miles right in your face. It's big. He's so big, that Miles. Wow. My God. And oh, we got big Laser Monkey right here. Looking sharp. There he is. All right. Those are the two players. Just give me a moment and we'll, should we just do it like this? Should we just do big face match right here? Just big face right here. And a big face right there. Just giant face. Just big faces. I think it's an extreme close-up match. Oh my God, look at that guy. That's how we should do it. Big face match. No, we can't do that. This is a professional outfit. Is it? I don't know that it is. All right, let me go ahead and just shore up these things. We'll get it going. All right, there's that, and then we'll get this guy going. And Laser Monkey's just like, can we just start, please? For God's sakes. All right. It's like, man. All right. All right, he's very patiently waiting. Okay, there he is. All right, let us go ahead and give these players their pieces. Pieces are here. Mad Pear, thanks for the Prime resub. Commodore Friday, thanks for the tier 1 sub. 4 months says, I'm signaling. Thank you very much. All right, the pieces are there. Stop looking impatient and perturbed. Oh, wait, I didn't even type the, oh, sorry. Pieces are there, 095A. The pieces are SEED, guys. You didn't get that? You didn't get that? Oh. I'm an idiot. Okay. Why is this wire here? Get out of here. Oh, crap. I keep forgetting to... I can't change it now. Sorry, Dan V. You're wrecked. All right, looks like both players are ready. We will make sure that they are actually on the same pieces. 095A70, they are. It is our blue bracket. It's Miles and Laser Monkey. If there's a moderator in chat who wants to start a gambly thingamabob, go right ahead. But I'm going to start, so let's do it. Round one in the blue bracket. Miles, Laser, 3, 2, 1, Tetris. All right, looks like it's the same pieces. On our screen right now, it's on the left side, Miles. He's got a PB of 8.06 million, good for number 6 on the leaderboard. He is one of the game crashers. There's not a lot of game crashers. You know, honestly, I really thought there'd be more game crashers by now, but it's been like 10 months, and what, we got like 10 game crashers? Like, come on, guys, let's get out there and crash that game. But anyway, Miles, a game crasher. Laser starting off a lot of stuff on that left side, kind of a long bar dependency in the middle here, so I have an awkward stack to start off. Miles qualifying in at a 1.6 million in the 4th seed, coming out of the United States of America. No main event wins yet, looking for his first one, but has been in the finals 3 times, including in the Lone Star Open Championship this year. Was in second place against Blue Scooty. Also in the finals March of 2023 against Doge. That one's got to hurt. And then December 2021 against Alex T. That one's okay. Also has finished in the semis an additional 5 times. $146 for Miles, 93,000 for Laser. Miles also the winner of the Desert Qualifier in 2022, second in the Waco Heart of Texas regional tournament this year. In CTWC, he's been in the top 8 this year, top 16 last year, and did take part in the online years 2020, 2021. Actually made it into the silver bracket in 2022. So that is Miles. Also, you know, Miles' big social media presence, probably the largest social media presence for a Tetris player like as one of our top players. Other people probably have bigger presences like Remainings and Laser and all these other people, but those are in other realms. But as a pure Tetris player, Miles probably the largest following. 175 for Laser, gets a long bar over to the right side. Brings it down with the Tetris 199. 262 for Miles. Laser on that right side, qualifying in with a 1.383 million, seed 13. Also out of the United States of America, he's got a PB of 3.06 million, good for 22nd on the board, or 23rd, depending on when you check the board. I check it at the beginning of the month. Sometimes things change, but that's what it was. Laser won the Challenger Circuit this year, July, has yet to make a semi-final, so looking to punch his ticket for the first time to the semis and take a shot at a first ever Masters win. Took part in the CTWC, I believe, 4 out of the last 5 years, if that's correct. Including both the online years. No 2023. And you can follow Laser, I believe Laser Zero Monkey. I think, is that what he is everywhere? Or Philip Lewicki. And you'll find that person all over the cubing community. And that is what you need to know about these fabulous players. 411 for Miles, 367 for Laser. These players have not faced each other in really any place that I could find. Now, maybe in the dark recesses of the, deep Tetris community. Maybe they have, but I have no CTM or CTWC. 438 Laser, 503 Miles. Deep Tetris. All right, good flat stacking here for Laser. Going to adjust that T around. Long bar Tetris 508 into level 19, where the speed is increased by 50%. 532 Laser. For some reason, I always think Laser is Canadian. I don't know why, but I always have to remind myself that he is not, in fact, a Canadian. 619 into 19 for Miles, so a big lead at the 19 transition for Miles. Arbaro says, just has Canadian vibes. Yeah, true. 607 Laser on level 20. Miles now just getting into level 20. So right now, Laser ahead by about 8 lines. By the way, if you are not somebody who follows us regularly on YouTube, you will want to see a banger of an interview done on the Peace Dependency podcast done by Frank Sir Mazer, Mega Retro Man, talking about his recent controversy and some stuff going on in the past as well. So some deep lore opportunity. They pick up some deep lore. The Peace Dependency podcast on our YouTube channel, youtube.com/monthlytetris. 693 for Laser, 816 for Miles. Mr. Brain says, what controversy? I don't know. You're just going to have to watch the Peace Dependency podcast at youtube.com/monthlytetris. 848 for Miles. That's where they talk about it. I'm not talking about it. I'm just going to tell you about it. Tetris Miles, 878, 791 for Laser. Tetris Miles, 941 on 25, 857 Laser. Wait, is this round 1 or round 2? Thanks for checking me on that. It is round 1. It's kind of a leftover artifact from yesterday's stream. All right, Laser with a tuck and a Tetris. Going to take this triple and drill back down to the bottom. Miles has a max out. He's now on 26 at A70. Laser 912 on 28. So we're just a few lines away from that 29 transition, after which the speed will increase by 100%. That's double. Oh, no, a double flip. Speaking of double, a double flip. Laser, that long bar, that is going to block off the well, and he's going to top out. There's just nothing he could do. That is a dangerous, dangerous, awful double flip for Laser, and Miles is good, and Miles was cooking right there. Miles had 2 more Tetrises available he could have had, and he's going to try to go for it, a 1.2 transition. But all right, let's give Miles his point so he knows that he can stop playing anytime. He wants to see, would I have gotten it? Yes, I would have. Laser says, I actually am a Canadian. I have dual citizenship. Oh my God. How did I know? See, I can spot a Canadian at 50 yards. I have like Canadar, you know? Now there's like Gaydar. I have Canadar. I have that. Amazing. All right, let's go ahead and get these players some new pieces. 61FB5E, 61FB5E. Holy moly. MREJ with the Prime resub. Thank you very much for that. I appreciate that. Never thought in my life I'd hear Vandy say gaydar. Oh, it's all right. That part, see, that part doesn't go into the YouTube edited part, right? So I can just say whatever I want and it gets edited out later. Pieces are 61FB5E, 61FB5E. Dex says, Dan V, please edit that specific part in there. Anyway, 61FB5E. Yeah, I'm getting more and more unhinged. Starting to get a little wild. All right, it looks like both players are okay. I have Adar. Oh, that's pretty funny. All right, both players ready. It is game number 2. Miles up 1-0 over the confirmed Canadian Laser Zero Monkey. Let's go 3, 2, 1. Tetris. Canadian confirmed. I mean, do I know Canadians? I really do. All right, 22,800 for Laser after a Tetris. That is how much a Tetris is worth on level 18. All right, long bar over Tetris for Laser, 92,000 miles here with the 76,000 as we get underway in game number 2. Now, I have not seen the interview with Mega Retro Man, but I am interested to see it. I can't watch all the Piece Dependency podcasts, right? I know I shouldn't be saying that. I should be saying I never miss it, right? Because it's on our channel. But I can't listen to them all. But this one I'm definitely going to listen to. What do the numbers besides their PB signify again? It's their ranking on the leaderboard spreadsheet. All right, long bar over Laser, 169. There's one for Miles, 173. Miles ahead by 5 lines, so just about the same pace. Yeah, I should put the latest Premier Poll rankings on there too. Maybe I don't know. It would take a lot more work, but I've thought about having like a rotating little, thing that goes through, like it kind of rotates through different stats just above their names, but that's actually a lot more work. It basically like triples the amount of work I have to do on that part of the thing. So if you want me to do that work, patreon.com/monthlytetris. 288 Miles, 283 for Laser. There's a Tetris Miles and Tetris Laser. So Miles 4 lines ahead and about 3,000 ahead. Laser gets another Tetris. How about a Vitz counter? I mean, how am I going to keep that up to date? I mean, I don't even see the Vitzes when they happen. I miss line spins, for goodness sake. I mean, how am I going to catch every Vitz? Tetris Miles 384, Laser 398. There's another Tetris Laser 444. So Laser on a great pace right now. You're really looking for about 100,000 per about 20 lines for a good aggressive pace, and that's right where he is. All right, Tetris Laser. I was gonna put in like whatever lasers, you know, like a PB from cubing, but I don't really know where to find all that. But I thought about it. You'll want to know that I thought about it. I don't know where to find all that. Vandy, I know this isn't going to happen until a long while, but have you planned anything for CTM 10th anniversary? Yeah, I'm just gonna leave. I'm just gonna be like, bye. No, I have not thought about it. That's a long time from now. Who even knows if there will be CTM then? You know, who even knows? Yeah, I'm gonna delete the server. That's what I'm gonna do. Give myself a 10th anniversary present. 527 for Miles, 566 for Laser. All right, Miles gonna uncover that well. Just a few lines away from that 19 transition. All right, Tetris Laser 594. All right, if you're in chat right now, what is your best solve time for a 3x3 puzzle cube, like Rubik's Cube? I think mine is like 1 minute 57 seconds, and as soon as I got sub 2, I just stopped. And I forget how to do it. 627 Miles, 667 for Laser. Bennick says 11 seconds. A bunch of people around 25 seconds. Sanzel says 2 hours. All right. Well, there's a lot of people like with 8s here. Pam 0-1 with an 8.033. You guys know it out to like the millisecond. 707 for Miles, 748 for Laser. What solving method do I use? I don't know. I just remember I learned like the really basic stupid algorithm, and then as soon as I got it done, I forgot it all. But I'm gonna pick it up again. I got my cubes out of storage. I'm gonna pick it up again. See if I can get sub 1 minute. But really, I don't want to do anything until I max out this stupid Tetris. That is really what I'm waiting for. Like, as soon as I max out this Tetris, oh man, I'll do all these other speed runs. All right, Philip on that right side. Okay, nice triple for him. All right, great pieces here for Laser to uncover that right side well. Miles has got kind of a problem on that right side. Gonna have to deal with that. Laser gonna get Tetris to bring this down. Tetris Laser 916. Varchild says, I can solve a cube in 12 days. Is that good? It's pretty good. All right, Miles with a Miles dig here. Still would like to get it down a bit lower. Miles, of course, known for these prodigious digs that he posts to social media. I like to comment on Miles's posts on Facebook. Sometimes I'm the only one, or a lot of times I'm the first one. So I like to provide my insight into what he's showing us. 903 Miles. Max out for Laser on 27. Tetris Miles 947. Laser with a Tetris. Miles into 29 at about 956. And now he's going to try to bring this down. Laser's board is getting a little bit high. You can see Miles kind of side-eyeing the board here, saying, okay, can I just wait out? Is he going to maybe top out? But no, looks like Laser going to bring this down. Or he's trying to anyway. We'll see if he can get this down. Okay, he's exposing some of these gaps. Uncovers that right side. He's going to have to recover. Oh, no, that L to the left. That is going to be fatal. The top out is BO3. So he did get it down, expose that hole. BO4 is the target. BO4 is the target for Miles. We'll see what he can do. He's got forever and a day. He's got about 70 lines to do this, so this is line outable. And he does not need to really take any risks here, so just kind of going into line out zone. All right, and there's a Tetris for Miles, A93, so got 10,000 to go. $2,000. And there it is. Miles going to take game number 2. So yeah, Laser did a great dig to bring his board back down, and he was right there, and he exposed that Tetris well. And if a bar had come, he'd probably still be playing. But then he just kind of under-tapped an L piece to that left, and that was going to do it for him because he's just so hard to get something around there. But all right, chase down there for Miles. Let's go ahead and give these players some pieces. Ayo Pidgeotto with a tier 1 sub. Vandy, if you were the first DAS player to get 1.5, would you oil up? I'm afraid to ask this, but I don't know what oil up means. Would I oil up? It sounds kind of monkas. Don't worry about it. All right, I'm not going to worry about it. I should not. They're trolling me? All right. I'm going to go look it up right now, guys. I'll be right back. All right, no, just kidding. All right, the pieces are 58C17D, 58C17D, if you're gonna look it up, use incognito mode. Oh my god, am I gonna get on some watch list? All right, seeds are good. 58C170, we are good. I'm not gonna look it up. I don't care. I got other things to do besides looking up all your memes and whatever. All right. All right, both players are ready. Let's get them started. Miles up 2-0. It's game 3. Laser says, bro, I just remembered CTM counts for stats. I'm cooked. Yep, you're gone. No. We still got more games. 3-2 in Tetris, by the way. Vandy hasn't turned into brain rot yet. I don't know. There's not much there to rot. There's not much left even to rot. All right, Laser going to start off with a misdrop. Oh, fix that at some point. Try not to pile up too much on that. Vandy, do weddings. Yeah, I'm here all night. Contact my agent. All right, we're underway in game number 3. Laser needs to win this one to stay in. Yeah, don't ever look anything up. Guys, what is your problem? Why are you trying to make me say Monka's items there? You know, these horrible items. 122 for Laser, 128. All right, Laser going to pull back that S to accommodate that incoming long bar and get that Tetris. So he's able to avoid a burn there, get another Tetris. 220 for him, 176 for Miles. Laser, the confirmed Canadian. You know, I always suspected Laser was a Canadian, and somehow I was right the whole time. $266 Laser, $245 for Miles, setting up with that long bar in column 9. So he's ready. Laser's ready. There's a Tetris for both. All right, Laser would love an L piece, but it comes one too late. Ends up having to make a kind of a gap there. That'll clear away pretty efficiently, and he's now Tetris ready. All right, Miles here doing some kind of long-term plan that is too complicated for me to comprehend, but he's getting it. It's all going according to plan, I'm sure. 342 for Miles, 385 for Laser. There's another Tetris for him, 408. Brosmans with the tier 1 sub, 6 months in advance. Thank you so much, Brosmans. Appreciate that. By the way, we did have another contribution to that prize pool. I missed that. Sanzel with the $20 into that prize pool. Thank you so much, Sanzel. 400 for Miles, 436 for Laser. All right, Laser's left side is going to require a little bit of attention, a little bit of luck. There is a beautiful L piece for a triple. All right, Laser gonna down stack here and find a dirty Tetris. So good survival there from Laser. Crisis averted. And really just in time too as we approach that level 19 speed increase. Set up in column 4 for a Tetris and gets it 498. 492 for Miles. Brosmans, what the heck? Brosmans, are you serious? Brosmans has just given out 50 gift subs to the Classic Tetris monthly community. Are you serious, Brosmans? What are you doing? Did you just steal your mom's credit card? What is going on? 531 transition for Laser, 539 for Miles. He's going to transition in at 563. Thank you so much, Brosmans. That is very, very generous. You know, I can afford my medication this month thanks to Brosmans. Wow. All right, party down the middle for Laser. He gets a Tetris. He's at 591 on 21. Another one down the middle, 618. Miles in the lead now, 645 after having been behind really the entire game up to this point. He's setting up for another one. Long bar down, Laser, Tetris, Miles as well. Miles up by about 52,000 points. Thank you very, very much, Brosmans. That is very, very nice. All right, Miles here trying to bring this back down. Both players weathering a little bit of a drought here. Miles looking to clean this out before another bar comes. All right, Miles can't use the bar for a Tetris, but he's going to bring this down, 744. And a Tetris for Miles, 776. Laser at 836. He's going to skim away the ceiling over the well, get another long bar down, 869. So Laser back in the lead, Tetrising again. So he's got about a 85,000 point lead now. He is 6 lines ahead. So that was quite a slowdown. Costly for Miles, but still within shouting distance. And there's still a lot of Tetris to play here. We got about 20 lines to go until the 29 transition. The speed will double, but then players will have 100 lines of that speed if they can survive. Tetris Miles 924, max out for Laser on 28. There's another Tetris A39. This is a best of 5, yes. So when the player has a 3 next to their name, that means that they have won the match. A74 for Laser, piling up high on that left side. Couple of skims here into 29. He's got the A90. All right, Miles is going to uncover and down stack here right into 29. Gets a Tetris A40. All right, Laser getting pieces all the way to that left. That's a good sign. And bringing this down. Laser's PB is a 3.06, so clearly lots of level 29 playability for Laser. And a Tetris for Laser, B86. He's ahead by about 90,000. And Miles with some crazy, crazy overhang. He's just going to have to fill in all around that and expose it. And he does. There's a weird little T-spin. All right. I'm here for it. And he's still kind of bringing it down. Laser with a C01. Uncovers that well. Long bar over Tetris. C45. He's got 130,000 point lead. He is ahead in lines as well. And Laser just needs to keep putting on points here. Oh, he's going to go aggressive. Like, no, not taking the triple here. Laser. Okay, he's just going to bring this stack right back down. C72. He's ahead by about 95,000 points. Tetris from Miles. C19. All right, Laser continuing to add points. Miles adding a Tetris. He's now back by 20,000 points. So Laser now gets a kind of a double down the middle. We'll see what he can do here. And now it's Miles in the lead, D25. Laser's been just in kind of cleanup and singling mode here for a while. But now he's going to have to add something. And Miles has, 7 lines in hand. Laser is ahead in line. So Laser knows it, and he's going to go for it. And he gets a Tetris, and Miles is going to top out. And that Tetris for Laser is going to seal game number 3. So Laser doing a masterful job just managing the game. Like, he knew what was going on there. He knew that, all right, Miles is behind. He's going to have to catch up. I can go into the tank a little bit and single and double. Okay, Miles is ahead. Now I'm going to turn on the aggression. And he does it, and he did it perfectly. He did an amazing job managing that game. So Laser going to take game number 3. Like a fiddle. He played Miles like a fiddle. Okay. Let's go ahead and get these pieces some new players. D06EDF. 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 All right, Laser just going to take a moment here, I guess. That's okay. I feel like Laser, that table behind Laser with the lamp on it came from Amazon. And I feel like I have several pieces from that same Amazon collection. Like, is that like a Vazagle side table? You know how there's all this stuff on like Amazon that's made like in China and it just has these weird brand names you've never heard of? Like, that's what I have. Anyway, we got to get a, once Laser's ready, you can get the new pieces in. I feel like I have several pieces from this. Gazerchu says Tetris. Yes, indeed. I think is because is the cheapest. Am right? I think so. Asplin Chen says, I'm Chinese. I made those. OMG. Nice. All right. Both players have got the pieces in. They've got their ready signaled. So let us go ahead and get them started. Miles up 2-1. Laser. There he is. Needs to win to stay in 3, 2, 1. Tetris. So a great game played by Laser to catch up or catch Miles in that last the last moments of that game there with that Tetris. So that was great. I got a cat breaking into the room. Hello, Bill. What's up, buddy? It's past their dinner time, so they're probably... Yeah, there you go, dude. All right, buddy. Calm down. You'll live. Tetris for Laser. You have a cat named Bill. Well, yeah, Sue has a cat. Sue has 2 cats, and I named them both. But they're her cats. Dirty Tetris Miles, column 10. Yeah, one of the cats is Bill, and the other is Larry. Larry and Bill. So we're just like collecting cats named after construction workers. Yeah, these are some stacks. All right, Laser with a Tetris down the middle, 110, 91,000 for Miles. Bro, get out of here. My God. All right, 145 for Miles, 114 for Laser. Miles with an interesting spire there made out of O blocks. Kind of Jenga tower there, but he's building around it. Tetris, Miles. Other Tetris Laser, he's at 188. Miles is at 216. By the way, folks, while you're here, remember that we have a top 8 incentive for our prize pool. We've hit it nearly every month of our existence. I think maybe there was like 1 month that we didn't do that. And if we get to $2,000 in the prize pool, we will pay the top 8 in this tournament. And it's a very motivating thing for these players to keep showing up. So if you like Tetris and you like people playing Tetris for your enjoyment, contribute to the prize pool. It's a $1 Monday. So if you want to take part in $1 Monday, contribute $1 to the prize pool. Easy. It's like nothing. 255 laser, 332 for Miles. If everybody right now who's watching contributed $1 to the prize pool, we would be almost at our incentive. That's so easy. 306 for Laser, 400 for Miles. Is the incentive 1,500? It's 2,000 for Masters. All right, 424 for Laser, 523 for Miles. There's a Tetris for Miles. He's one Tetris away from that 19 transition. Miles is in at about 570. Laser going to Tetris in at 456. Wow, monthly Tetris, thank you for the $1 contribution to the prize pool. Amazing. Tetris Laser 532, 624 for Miles. All right, Laser takes a skim and a Tetris, 586. Summer B with the 556 contribution. That brings us up to 1471. Thank you very, very much, Summer B. 669 for Laser. Miles in the lead here by about 20,000. He gets another Tetris. He's ahead by about 47,000. A couple of long bars over for Laser for Tetrises. And Miles can't use either one for Tetrises, but he's now Tetris ready. Lynn Dillon, thank you for the $1 contribution to that prize pool. It is, it's a lot of fees for $1, but it's all right. Tetris for Laser, 822. 815 Miles. Tetris Laser, 853. I mean, the hope is that, you know, you'll go there, I can do $1. And then you'll see, oh, it's like 50 cents worth of fees. Maybe I should contribute more. So that's my thinking right there. You know, trying to get all psychological. Tetris Laser 450. Yeah, he transitioned with what, about a 450 or something like that, and he's got like 500K posts. Like, so he's in the lead after being substantially behind at the 19 transition. $9.85 for him. Dog playing Tetris with the $1 contribution to that prize pool. Thank you so much, Dog playing Tetris. Bennick says no fees if you contribute $50. Well, that sounds like a good deal. Thank you, Bennick. All right, Laser is in it. A96 plops in an immediate Tetris right after transitioning. Miles, potentially 2 Tetrises here before 19, but he's going to take the nice safe burns in. He's going to take that triple B31 transition for Miles. So very, very close to that 29 transition. Don't believe anything Bennick says. I won't. All right, Laser here trying to get set up for one. He's taking a few skims here down the middle. I'll borrow $1. Thank you. All right, Laser bringing Jasmine with the $1 as well. All right. All right, Philip here. It's just gonna nice couple of pieces to bring this down for Laser here. All right, he's set up. He gets a Tetris C40. He's in the lead by about 70,000. Miles gets a Tetris C13. He's back by 30,000. Oh no, Laser, that line didn't burn, and like all of a sudden he's gonna top out at C44. So that line, I guess maybe it was a double flip or a single flip, or I'm not exactly sure if it just didn't. It's hard to tell at 30 FPS, but he's going to block it off, and Miles is good in game number 4. And Miles will be moving on to the top 8 and round 2. Great. Let me just shout out the performance from Laser in that game. In this game here, though, guy transitioned like a 450. And didn't he transition with like a 1.1? Was that like around a 700K post? I mean, somebody can go back and look exactly what that was, but that was a huge post. $30 contribution from Sonic. Thank you so much, Sonic. All right, Miles gonna mullen this out. Dishwatcher with the 101. Nails with the $1 as well. Quartz, thank you. And Sonic Clang says, yay, Tetris with a $30 contribution. Thank you so much. Varchild with the $1. All right, Miles, get the rollover here. There was a 650K post. That was a huge post. Con plays Tetris, $1. Thank you, guys. We especially want to see it if you're a new person who's never contributed before. All right, Miles, stick around. You will be playing the winner of the next match. We will set that up and be back with you in a moment. And GG's to Laser. Great set. Just, those double, or those, like there's one game where there's a double flip, and then this one where it didn't flip. So that's kind of unfortunate. Get that man some pads, right? Yeah, the only way to contribute to the prize pool is Matt Chirino. You donated to the wrong bracket? That's okay. Let me, that's all right. Do you want me, I don't know if I can, get in touch with me if you need me to change it. I haven't seen how much it was, but get in touch with me after, and if you need me to see if I can do something, let me know. Okay, we're going to set up our next match. Yeah, that's happened more than once, so I'm not exactly sure what to do about that. Because I do like to promote the prize pools for both. But there has been a couple times where people have contributed to basically the wrong one. Wait a minute, what? Well, how much was it? Let me see. Can someone put the Matcherino command in? Someone put the Matcherino command in so I can click on it. Oh, Brosmans. Do you want me? Let me see what I can do. If you want me to, maybe I can. I'm not sure if I can. Let me. Oh wait, hold on. I think I can. You want me to refund it? I can refund it. I think I can refund it. Let me find it. Yeah. Hold on. I know Daskmaster's like, please leave it in there. Hold on. I can refund it. Just give me a second. I want to take care of this now because it's a substantial amount. So just bear with me. All right, you want me to do that, Brosmans? I can do that. Okay. Okay, I found you. All right, I have refunded it. I have refunded it. Okay. Yeah, thanks for bearing with me, guys. It's a substantial amount. I don't want to leave that hanging. So thanks for bearing with me. All right, I have refunded it. So now I will move on to. I mean, that's a crazy amount. I mean, it's a wild amount. What a goat. All right, let's refresh these streams. Hello, streams. All right, Fractal, you're going to be on your the alt that I know, right? Okay, you are there. You are there. Does Rahmations, are you on an alt? On the thread. What thread? Do I have to go to a thread? Can you just... Oh my god, on a thread. I have to go to a thread? A thread. I'm in a thread. Now I'm going to... Okay. All right, I have it. Hopefully this works. All right. Well, if there's a chair, there must be Tetris. All right, there's Rahmations. It's got the Jimmy John's. Now, Jimmy John's is a place that, I mean, unless they want to be a sponsor, it's a big, big Rahmations. We got big Rahmations right here. Jimmy John's is a place I won't go to anymore. I have told my Jimmy John's story at one point and why I won't go there anymore. All right, we just got to do a little bit of... See, I never know how the camera's going to look when I get there, so I always have to mess with it at the time. So just bear with me, guys. All right, here we go. Doodly-doo. Perfect. Oh, look, it looks great. Now we got to get Fractal camera. There's Fractal. All right. Oh, why is it backwards? Oh my god. I like it. Okay, let's get that. All right, here we go. Flip. Beautiful. Fractal. Fractal rolling? What the heck is this? How's this DAS player rolling now? Look at this beautiful camera. By the way, guys, this is the way your camera should look if you're playing. Just saying. This is exactly lots of white space around Fractal. It fills up the whole thing. This is the camera we want. Just, you know, the platonically ideal camera. All right. You tried tilting your camera 90 degrees. It's beautiful. If that's what you've done, it is beautiful. Look at your arms. Yeah, I mean, it's good. Okay, let us go ahead and get these players started. By the way, I also want to thank Marco Andre F for the $10 contribution. Says first time contributing, not the last. Thank you so much, Marco. Really appreciate it. Amazing. Did MYLES or LAZER win? Yes. See what I did there? I used the inclusive OR rather than the exclusive OR. See what I did? See what I did? Pretty crazy. All right. These players need pieces. Here are their pieces. The pieces are CD E69A, CD E69A, Charlie Delta Echo 69 Alpha. Do people still believe in compact discs? Yeah, I like them. I got them. I wish I had all the ones I've sold over the years when I was broke. Might have to happen again. I'm thinking about it and I'm like, not again. Seems like every 5 years I just have to sell everything I own. But I'm gonna try to avoid that this time. All right, we have cracked the $1,500 mark in our prize pool, which is great. Thank you so much to everybody who's contributed so far. We're just $480 away from our incentive. Let's go ahead and get these players ready. CDE69A. It is Fractal and RAHMATIONS in our second match of our blue bracket. Let's go ahead and get them started in 3, 2, 1, Tetris. On the left side, it is Fractal coming into the number 5 seed with a qualifier of 1.604 million. But the qualifier didn't even matter. And the qualifier didn't matter because Fractal was the winner of the Challenger circuit last month. Believe it or not, last month, Fractal's qualifier kind of de-rusting a little bit, got him into seed number 5 of our Challenger circuit. We do have tiers of Tetris that are lower than Masters. That's kind of like the deep Tetris state, you know, all this other stuff going on. Long bar over, Tetris Fractal. And Fractal was de-rusting and said, all right, I'm going to go win Challengers. Well, I de-rust, and he did, and he earned his way back into Masters. Didn't need to do that anyway, but did, and is now here at seed number 5. Fractal, you know, as the 2023 Classic Tetris World Championship World Champion. And just a few weeks ago, won the first ever Jonas Cup, CTWC's North American DAS Championship. He was the winner over Blue Scooty and maybe one of my, well, maybe one. definitely one of, and maybe my favorite ever live event. So I really enjoyed that one. Was a fun commentary partner for me as well for part of the day. So that was a fun time. Fractal also here in the CTM cinematic universe is a 9-time winner, inclusive of our Masters event and Lone Star events. Of course, he won a Lone Star event in July 2022. And this year, he started off this year winning the first 3 Masters events, January, February, and March. And March was the Mega Masters event. So he's our reigning Mega Masters champion. He's the reigning Jonas Cup champion. He's also second in the Classic Tetris European Championship for 2021, which is a totally random thing. And of course, one of the Game Crashers. He's got a 6.78 million PB. Got that PB in his Game Crash. And the winner of the Genesis event that was took Tetris by storm earlier this year. So he's got a pedigree, that Fractal. I'm sure there's a million other things. And on the right side, it's RAHMATIONS. Anyway, let's go. 308 RAHMATIONS, 328 for Fractal. No, I'm just kidding. RAHMATIONS, of course, a long-time member of the Classic Tetris community, played in a bunch of CTM Masters events. Looking for his first trip to the semifinals. Did play this year, finally, in the Classic Tetris World Championship. Maybe had a little bit shorter of a run than he would have liked, but was his first time coming out to a live event ever this year. And of course, it's the first CTWC that I've missed in years. So unfortunately, I missed my chance to meet RAHMATIONS. And RAHMATIONS with that line spin. So, oh no, and that T is going to dead drop. That's going to be a top out for RAHMATIONS at 336. Oh my word. So yeah, he kind of had to do something with that Z piece. That T really, it wasn't, just maybe hesitated too long or missed an input or something like that. But that T dead drop, and that was just fatal right there. Nothing he could do. So we're going to go ahead and, tell Fractal that he's won. Fractal, you are good. And you have taken game number 1. RAHMATION's trying to help us speed run this bracket, but you don't have to. I got all day. Oh, is that a Phantom Burn? Oh, Phantom Burn jump scare. Ah, got it. All right, new pieces for these players. It's going to be A58435. Thanks for the raid, by the way, Javan T. Appreciate that. And by the way, while you're here, if you do want to go claim codes over on Das Masters, you can do that as well. People. All right. Looks like both players are ready. A58435 on both sides. We are good. Let's get them counted down. In 3, 2, 1. Tetris. Thankfully, RAHMATIONS let me at least get through the introductions before topping out. Sometimes I'm like right in the middle of my little info dump on these players, and someone like tops out like immediately. I'm like, yo, let me at least get through the intros, brah, as the kids say. RAHMATIONS and Fractal. I've only got one match between these two players in Liquipedia, which is my source of information. And that was last month in round 1. So RAHMATIONS may be looking for a little bit of redemption here. Oh, no, not last month. September 2023. Not last month. A year ago, September. So that was it. Not last month, obviously, because Fractal was in Challengers. But yeah, it was September 2023 Fractal and RAHMATIONS met up in round one. Fractal taking that. But other than that, I don't have any other match history between these two. Now, as RAHMATIONS been holding a grudge for over a year now, says, oh, I'm going to settle the score now. I don't know. We'll see. 98,000 for RAHMATIONS, 121 for Fractal. They played in the mini D qualifier. Okay. Or regional. That's what chat is saying anyway. Abby, RAHMATION says no. They did not. All right. Stolen Short Sword says no. Floxe giving out misinformation. This isn't Elon Twitter, okay? Only actual facts are allowed here in this chat, okay? 235 for RAHMATIONS, 212 for Fractal. Abby Normal cheering on RAHMATIONS says, let's go RAHMATIONS. 235 for RAHMATIONS, 235 Fractal. Yeah, Arbaro with a great point saying X has to be the least successful rebrand of all time. Imagine changing the name of your entire product and everyone refuses to call it that. I mean, it's like, I refuse to go along with your new stupid name. $275 RAHMATIONS, $254 Fractal. I hear there was this big mass exodus over the last week to Blue Sky, which is another one of these kind of Twitch replacement competitor things, or aspiring to be anyway. 345 RAHMATIONS, 346 Fractal. You thought Threads is the alternative? Threads died. Nobody's on Threads. But Blue Sky seems to be getting a little bit of traction. I'm not sure. 351 RAHMATIONS, 370 from Fractal. I mean, I think Threads is still hanging on, but like nobody's on it. Or they don't post. $372 Fractal. Tetris RAHMATIONS 422. So RAHMATIONS ahead by a little over a Tetris, but also Fractal behind in lines by about 7. All right, Fractal with still a little bit of traffic to deal with. Getting it taken care of. So yeah, every once in a while a top player will maybe have an off qualifying month and they won't have made the semis before, the month before, and so they do end up landing into the lower tournaments. So that's got to be kind of fun, I think, although I'm sure the players would rather win, but it's got to be fun to go up against a world champion when you wouldn't otherwise normally maybe even get to the Masters. 568 for RAHMATIONS, transition into 19. Fractal going to try to get that last Tetris here, but the pieces are not cooperating too much, so he's going to transition a little bit high with a covered well. And the pieces being a little bit recalcitrant here. All right, there's a square to uncover, looking for a bar. Going to end up taking a burn here. Long bar over Tetris. All right, Fractal back down to the bottom. So Fractal so the following players got to play against and be beaten by Fractal last month in Challengers. That was Akatu, which sounds, to this day, to me, still sounds like a sneeze. Akatu, Timmy Kim, Fur of Kitten, and Coal Bucket in the finals. And it was actually close in some of these games. His first round match against Akatu, it went to a decider. Akatu actually took 2 games off Fractal, and Coal Bucket in the finals took a game off of Fractal. So that's going to be cool to play a world champion and get a chance kind of coming down to your level, and you can sort of test your mettle and see how you do. 652 Fractal, 792 for RAHMATIONS. So RAHMATIONS with a big lead here in game number 2. About 160,000 points. Fractal took a few months off from the Masters event just to, I think, maybe to take a little rolling break here. Did play in some of the DAS Masters tournament. Of course, also won, in my mind, what is really the biggest DAS only tournament. And that was a great event. I mean, I hope that thing lasts. I mean, I'm sure it will. I mean, the response was great. It was great to see some of the kind of the people from the Legends era coming in, you know, Svavar, Mega Retro, Ben Mullen, and a few other players. So hopefully we're able to lure more of these kind of legacy players back out of the woodwork and lure them to a live event. 699 Fractal max out here for RAHMATIONS. So this is over a 300,000 point lead. Oh no, and RAHMATIONS wasn't able to get that Tetris. Kind of the bar didn't rotate. It rotated at the last moment. It ended up in column 9. So a Tetris RAHMATIONS, he's got a 1.1 here. Fractal now still fighting 400,000 points behind. So for RAHMATIONS here, I think just key to stay alive and keep scoring. And it'll be really hard no matter what Fractal does to catch up, even if they both go to 29. So 1.1 transition RAHMATIONS. Fractal finally out of this dig, but waiting on a bar. And there's oh no, and that bar to the left doesn't get over. Fractal going to transition pretty awkwardly here. A couple open wells here on the left side. Oh no, it hangs another bar in that column 2. This is going to be tough. Meanwhile, RAHMATIONS continuing on, and Fractal just a real suffer game the entire time, and RAHMATIONS dominates game 2 here. Fractal just seems like he could never get out of a dig, ever. So RAHMATIONS is good. You want to mullen it out a little bit? That's fine. Go ahead. You got a good pace. Give Fractal a little bit of time here. Fractal, you might have to go back to that Guerrero Gripero. All right, that's going to be one for RAHMATIONS. The Vertigripero. Nice. All right, let's get these players some pieces. When you're ready, players, if you need to take a moment just to ice down your hands or whatever. The Vertigripero. Where does that land on the highest score differential leaderboard? Yeah, like when you topped out. Well, yeah, because you had a like 700 and he ended up getting, what, a D? Did he have a D? I saw that. Yeah, look at his DAS grip in the Jonas Cup. It's kind of a variation of the Vandy grip from Lone Star this year. Although I don't think he had that in mind. But it's kind of the vertical version of that Vandy grip. Okay, 1996-70. Okay. Both players are good and ready. What was once a best of 5, now best of 3 in 3, 2, 1 Tetris. Vandy, what is your favorite kind of degeneracy? I am not in favor of degeneracy. I am in favor of virtue. and self-possession. All right, so quite an interesting game number 2 there. We got Fractal one-handing it. All right, now needs to revert to rolling here to get out of this situation. Vandy, what is your favorite type of dependency? I think apparently the J dependency from doing all these puzzles. You just spam J dependencies and it's like totally fine. 114 through 20 so far for Rahmations. Tetris Rahmations 1/3. Even if like the J dependency isn't the best move, it's like it seems like at least it's up there in the top couple of moves, so it doesn't seem like it's a bad thing. I think that's one of the takeaways for doing these puzzles. You know, you can go to nestris.org, sign in with your Discord account, and do these kind of these Tetris positions, right? You see a board and a couple of pieces. It'll ask you how you would play them and then rate them. You know, you can, as long as you're like, it only gives you credit for getting the best answer. But as long as you're like up near the top couple answers, you're going to be fine. You know? Especially if you're not like optimizing for like a 1.3, right? You can afford to give up some theoretical points by doing some easier, more intuitive things. That's my guess. 236 Rahmations, 200 Fractal. Nice double tuck of the T there for Rahmations. That L is interesting. He's going to work around that. Yeah, it seems like they should. Yeah, it seems like they should give you an EV, like an expected value ranking, instead of just purely like, yes, you got the best move or not. You know, that's how. Like that's what I think would be a useful thing. I don't know if it's the most useful, but I would be interested to see that. 232 Fractal, long bar over Tetris. Board was getting a little bit high here. Rahmations, just kind of pieces all over here, kind of gaps all over. Trying to figure this out. All right, a long bar here would be great, but didn't end up using it. Just threw an L in there, bringing it down. Yes, I know the EV is given when they give you the solution, but it would be good to track your EV over time and how far below, like, optimal you are. Like, that would be cool. Like, cumulative instead of just on a per puzzle basis is what I mean. 306 for Rahmations, 372 for Fractal. Yeah, Mr. Brain. He's saying, so just subtract your solution from the top one. I wanted to track it, Mr. Brain. That's what I'm saying. I know how to subtract. I know how to subtract. All right, thank you. All right, 318 for Rahmations. Okay, all right, we're in agreement. We are in agreement. It's fine. 321 for Rahmations, 442 for Fractal. Rahmations get to Tetris. They have the same line count now and about a 100,000 point difference. What's Vandy's World Series prediction for entertainment purposes only? Oh, the Yankees look they look pretty tough. I mean, Soto, Judge, Stanton. I mean, that's so tough. But then again, Betts and Ohtani, and then who's that young player in the middle of the lineup there? What's his name? Forget his name. that 5-hitter. 415 Rahmations, 513 for Fractal. I don't know. It's kind of a toss-up in my mind. I mean, maybe the Dodgers. Did the Dodgers have better pitching? I don't know. It's tough. 560 for Fractal, 462 for Rahmations. But then again, the Yankees haven't been to the World Series in 15 years, so that to me is maybe a little extra motivation. Some of those players, have never, obviously, all those players, if they have been on the Yankees the entire time, they haven't seen a World Series. 512 Rahmations, 611 Fractal. There's the Vits for Fractal, 638. Jasmine, I'm sure, loves it. Who wins the election? I mean, don't depress us, Art of the Troll. We don't want to be depressed. 619 Rahmation, 694 for Fractal. All right, Fractal ahead by about 128,000. Tetris Rahmations. What will it take for me to run for U.S. president? I don't know, a track record of success doing anything, I don't think America is ready for its first Tetris commentator president. We'll wait till Fractal's ready. 742 Rahmations, 868 for Fractal. Tetris Rahmation, 772, 869 for Fractal. All right, Fractal gaps in the stack here. Doesn't really have a lot of burns here, so this is going to be tough. He's going to uncover that right side. Long bar over. Tetris for Fractal. So he's kind of out of that situation here. He's going to need to, kind of get rid of these gaps, start scoring again down the bottom. 919 for him. He's still got a lead of about 50,000. All right, Tetris Fractal 967. He's 1 away from the max. Rahmation's 2 away from the max and 5 lines behind. So really, they're pretty much even pace-wise. Kind of a costly sequence for Fractal to give up a lot of that lead there, but we're heading into 29 now. Fractal with the max out. Rahmation's kind of burning a few lines here. Okay, taking a tuck, square in that 8-9. Fractal into 29. He's at A79. Rahmations has got the max out. And Tetris for him, A54. So he's about a Tetris behind at transition into 29. Another Tetris Rahmations, A93. Tetris Rahmations, column 8, B37. He's got the lead again. Fractal's board starting to climb. He's going to bring it down. That 5 taps seem to be tough right now for Fractal. Kind of hit or miss. Both players' boards look almost exactly the same for a moment there. And Rahmation set up for another Tetris. Tetris Fractal, B90, B87 for Rahmations after one. Both players set up. Tetris Rahmations. Fractal gets set up, waiting. Bar, Tetris, C38, C27, Tetris Rahmations. So they're just trading the lead back and forth. Each Tetris, C81 Fractal back in the lead. They are super close. Fractal's board gaps starting to climb. Rahmation's gaps. All right, Fractal back now. Tetris ready again. Takes a skim, covers the well, can't use the bar. Rahmation set up column 3 Tetris for both. D43 Fractal, D36 Rahmation's Tetris Fractal. Rahmation's left side, he's up for a Tetris, and he gets it over 2 bars over to that column 1. But Fractal gets one too, E30, but oh no, this board. Oh no, on that left side for Fractal, what can he do? And Rahmations is ahead when Fractal tops out. Rahmations takes game number 3. Oh my word, what a game. And kind of some just chills and spills and thrills, really, both players the entire time. And just a lot of the, kind of a lot of misdrops on both sides. I'm really surprised they both got to an E score, even when they did. Rahmation's shaking, showing everyone he's shaking. But yeah, I'm really surprised the scores are as high as they are with all the digging the players did. That means when they weren't digging, they were either digging or just Tetrising their, out of their minds. Holy moly. That was a weird game. Feels very hard to play right now. Yeah, I get it. So Rahmation's up 2 games to 1. This is the that's up to you, Fractal. If you want to do that, you can. If you want to play it out DAS wise, I mean, maybe DAS to a grip switch or something. Whatever you feel like you got to do. He's saying forfeit. Okay. You got to do what's best for you in all things. All right, let's get these players some pieces before they change their minds. BD3CFA, Bravo Delta 3 Charlie Fox Alpha. Bravo Delta 3 Charlie Foxtrot Alpha. Tapping? Maybe go back to tapping? I don't know. It's time for the next evolution of Tetris. Gameplay styles. Gonna have to figure it out. Tooth rolling? What about tooth rolling? Or knuckle rolling? Or the Matt Martin knuckle rolling? Oh, your capture just died? All right, no worries. All right. Fractal gonna fix the capture. By the way, if you like what you're hearing, not the commentary wise, nobody likes that. Believe me, the reviews are universally negative. But if you like the music, flexstyle.bandcamp.com, you can go ahead and support the artist. And you can own these albums. Imagine owning albums. Thanks so much to Flexstyle for letting us be a part, or for you being a part of Classic Tetris Monthly for 7 years now. Flexstyle.bandcamp.com. Okay. BD3 CFA when both players are ready. Fractal, and then do you have your 2x kill screen on, right? Or you can just stop playing when you hit 39. That's up to you, but okay. Okay. Looks like both players are ready. Let us go ahead and get them underway. Fractal and Rahmations 3-2-1 Tetris. Rahmations up 2 games to 1 over the world champ here. Someone says owning albums in 2024. Who does that? I don't know. Gotta admit, you know, you go into these having everything sort of streaming, it's sort of clear that when you buy, I don't know, you just, things are taken off all the time. And even where you've like purchased a streaming digital item like on Amazon and you don't, and then they take it away, it's like, oh, you bought it, but it's not yours anymore. Like, I don't know. I just like owning DRM free files and physical media. And then my stuff doesn't go away. $94,000 Rahmations, 58,000 Fractal. Well, Bandcamp, right? DRM free, so I like, you know, buying CDs and ripping them. It's still important for me for the artist to get paid and all that. And the label that supports the artist and stuff. So, you know, I'll buy a CD and rip it and put it on my fifth my iPod 5. Is that crazy? A little. 163 Rahmations, 151. Well, the point is, he's saying Spotify is paying, but my point is, like, well, stuff can just disappear. And there's nothing you can do about it, especially with, like, films, you know, films and TV all the time. I think CD rot is common. I don't know. I've had certain CDs for, like, 20 years, one of them for 30 years. It's fine. I don't know. I haven't experienced that. I'm sure other people have, but never happened to me. 220 Fractal, 258 Rahmations. Anyway, Tetris 280 on that right side for Rahmations, 245 for Fractal. Both players with glasses, blue shirts. Fractal with that 3-2-1 Texas from the, you know, that event he won that time. It's pretty good. All right, there's a T for Fractal. All right, Fractal having fun again. Oh, it looks gray. It looks blue, but yeah, TV lighting make things look blue. Tetris Fractal 339, 355. You know, the important thing is to make sure that you're having fun. That's the most important thing. 378 Rahmations, 362 Fractal. All right, Rahmations ahead in pace right now. 424 at 85, 407 Fractal at 88. And Miles waiting in the wings. He's like, guys, I want this to be a sweep. Come on, I gotta go. But nope. My theory on sweeps, or at least reverse sweeps, is like if you're gonna reverse sweep, like you're gonna be down 2-0, and then you win the next 2 games, you better win. Otherwise, you just made people sit there for nothing, right? So that's my view on reverse sweeps. Like you better win if you're gonna go for it. All right, Dirty Tetris Fractal 463, 538 for Rahmations. Yeah, commit to the bit and get the reverse sweep. Van, did you ever co-commentate Masters? Yeah, I know it would be better if I did. I just find, you know, 2-player comms over the internet not enjoyable to me personally. I don't enjoy it. The delay is it's very tricky to deal with, and you end up talking over each other, and I don't know. I don't even think it's adds much, to be honest. Like, I don't. Well, it does. It can add something if it, you know, was good, But yeah, I just don't personally enjoy it. I like it in person. In person, I love it. 611 RAHMATIONS, 500 for Fractal. Well, we had Harry on a lot in the early days. 658 transition for RAHMATIONS, huge. Tetris, 682, 528 Fractal. Yeah, in person, I love it. Tetris RAHMATIONS, another one, 734 for RAHMATIONS, 557 Fractal gets a Tetris. They're on level 20. Fractal with the missed line spin. Fractal looking for the immediate DQ, missing a line spin. That's like cardinal sin number one. You gotta hit those spins. 613 for Fractal, 785 for RAHMATIONS Tetris. 812, so about a 200,000 point lead for RAHMATIONS right now. Tetris Fractal. Players are one right after the other in terms of their PB. Number 9 and 10 on the leaderboard, so both of them have got excellent post 29 playability. These can go all the way, so there's a lot of Tetris to be played. All right, Fractal gets a Tetris. It's going to help him bring his stack down a bit. You know, sometimes just, you know, obviously you love the Tetris, but you also just like bringing your stack down a bit so you can work on some of these gaps and it's a little less stressful. RAHMATIONS set up column 7 and gets the Tetris. Fractal's board starting to climb a little bit. He's gonna have to bring this down, and oh my word, this survival, what the heck. 961 RAHMATIONS, that left side for Fractal. He's bringing it down. Oh my word. What is this survival? That is world champion survival. Are you serious? Oh my word. Honestly, I thought he was done. I thought this guy was done. But wow, that is probably one of the best survival, some of the best survival I've ever seen. That is actually insane. Max out here for RAHMATIONS on 27. His board's starting to climb now. Oh, this is tough. You know, Fractal RNG, you know, this is what people think, like, but no, I mean, he just has something to do with every piece, you know. So 873 for Fractal. RAHMATIONS is the max out. This is so tough. And he's going to transition in like 2 lines to 29. This is so hard. And there's not, all right, it's going to be a top out RAHMATIONS at A31. So Fractal with a chase down opportunity. It's about 111,000. A32 is the target for Fractal. He's got forever and a day to get there. He needs to win this game to stay in the tournament and force a deciding game 5. So he's got all the time. And what was the what did we say the score was again? 10, so is AO, so we'll say AO4. Thank you, Shadow Knight, appreciate it. Oh, A30, yeah, A32 is the target. Yeah, A32 is the target. He's got the 963, kind of a miss with that bar. Oh no, that left side in Fractal cannot complete the chase down. He cannot complete the chase down. And he had a lot of time to do it. It's just obviously there's something happening with Fractal's hand. RAHMATIONS is gonna hang on and take this match 3-1 over our reigning Mega Masters champion, CTWC world champion. What a great player. What a great friend. GG's to you, Fractal. Hopefully you can figure out what's kind of happening over there with that hand and figure it all out. But man, RAHMATIONS will be moving on to the top 8 and has a chance for his first ever semifinals. All right, we're going to go ahead and set up our next match. Thanks again to Fractal. Hope to see you here again. And we will run an ad and we shall return. But that down stacking from Fractal was crazy. I mean, that was like an epic dig. All right, so we're gonna get Miles back in here. There he is. All right, I feel like it's now nighttime where Miles is. Like when it was like the early morning when Miles won, and now it's like all of a sudden like a whole different time of day. Oh, whoops. What am I doing here? Okay, there we go. All right, let's fix all this stuff here. Oh my God, Fractal, you look so different. Okay. Where's the thing? Sorry, I gotta do all this manually. Normally it's much more slick, but Frodo Dodo, thanks for the raid, party 3. Blingus B says, Rahmation Nation, rise up. All right, I'm going to need a moment of wait. Let these players do a little bit more warm-up, and I'll be right back. All right, folks, thank you for hanging on there. Just had to do a couple of things there. Also, the cats were just going crazy. I had to feed the cats. Let's get these players their pieces. So the cats were going nuts, right? And then there's this one cat, Larry. He's the Flame Point Siamese. And, you know, their regular feeding time is at 5. So if I feed them at 5, we feed the cats on the counter because we don't want like ants and stuff to get at the cat food. So we feed them on the counter. If I feed the cats at 5, Larry will jump up onto the counter. But if I miss his appointed, you know, His Highness's appointed mealtime, then he refuses to jump up on his own and then whines until I lift him onto the counter. So yeah, so I had to lift him onto the counter this time. And I was about to say cats are stupid, but I'm the stupid one for falling for it. All right, it is Darktris right now. We got Darth MYLES versus Darth RAHMATIONS. Let's go ahead and get them under. I mean, you could do, if you want to sit in the dark, that's fine. That's fine. When I was a kid, if I was just like sitting in the dark, my mom would be like, so why are you just sitting in the dark? But anyway, Darth RAHMATIONS. All right, let's just make sure the seeds are good. Seeds are C0454D, yes. All right, both players are ready. It is round 2. MYLES and RAHMATIONS battling for a spot in the semifinals. Let's get them counted down in 3. Whoops, nope, 3. Wrong button. 3, 2, 1. Tetris. That was the wrong button. There you go. He's pinning Tetris. Perfect. Sorry about that, guys. But anyway, yes, MYLES and RAHMATIONS on the left side. We've got MYLES the Great, now known as MYLES, qualifying into seed number 4 this month with a 1.645 million points, a PB of 8.06 million, good for 6 on the leaderboard. And one of the elite players in the game, having crashed the game. So one of the few players to crash the game. I thought there'd be more game crashers by now. There's only like 10 game crashers. I thought there'd be like 30, but there's only like 10 now. 70,000 for MYLES, 114 RAHMATIONS as we get underway in game number 1. MYLES has been in the finals of CTM major tournaments 3 times, most recently in July at the Lone Star Championship against Blue Scooty. Also in March 2023 and December 2021. Hasn't won one yet. Also has 5 other semifinals appearances. Was the winner of the Desert Qualifier 2022, second at this year's Waco Heart of Texas Qualifier, and has finished as high as in the top 8 in the Classic Tetris World Championship. World Championship did so this year. RAHMATIONS qualifying into seed 12 with a 1.445 million. Has a 6.52 million PB, good for 10th on the leaderboard. Has yet to make a semifinals in Classic Tetris Monthly. Has a shot to do it right now. Participated in his first live event this year, and that was the CTWC World Championship in Pasadena. Of course, that's the one that I missed, so I missed a very rare interaction with RAHMATIONS. Both players out of the United States of America. And boy, it's so united. As we approach Election Day, you can really feel how united we are. 261 for RAHMATIONS, 283 for MYLES. Tetris MYLES 306. There's one for RAHMATIONS. MYLES took out Laser Monkey, aka Philip, in round one. RAHMATIONS defeating Fractal 3-1 to get here to the top 8. Long bar Tetris MYLES 399. RAHMATIONS gets a long bar, uses it to uncover the well, and gets another bar for a Tetris. 422 MYLES 381. RAHMATIONS. Of course, MYLES, the really the classic Tetris's viral social media star. You can find him variously online as like MYLES the Great, MYLES TG. Just look for MYLES Tetris and you'll probably find him. 469 MYLES, 452 for RAHMATIONS. RAHMATIONS has no known social media footprint, so I have no idea where to find RAHMATIONS on social media. Tetris RAHMATIONS 498, 516 for MYLES. MYLES gets the Tetris 538. RAHMATIONS on Twitch. Yes, RAHMATIONS on Twitch. Ava's Live says, I love RAHMATIONS. Tetris RAHMATIONS 543. And there's one for MYLES. So just about 10 lines to go till that 19 transition on 18. Pieces fall about 1 second from top all the way to the bottom. Soon it'll be every 2/3 of a second. So 2/3 of a second top to bottom. So a little bit faster. Tetris is on level 19 worth 24,000. Will increase 1,200 points every successive level. So by the time we get to 29, they'll be worth 36,000. And huge transitions for these boys right here. 662 MYLES and now 709 RAHMATIONS. Both players with you know, substantially over 600K transitions. Tetris RAHMATIONS motoring right along. MYLES going to skim the cover on the well. And we're getting a little bit droughted. I don't know if it's trout time or not, but we're getting a little droughted. And this is more than a little droughted. There finally a long bar for MYLES. 769 RAHMATIONS, 708 MYLES. MYLES gets a Tetris. There's one RAHMATIONS. So that is going to slow down their pace quite a bit. All right, that left side for RAHMATIONS wasn't exactly what he wanted to do, but trying to keep it open here, trying to keep it low enough to deal with. Both players rolling here so they can access the board pretty high on that left if they need to. RAHMATIONS board starting to climb and has a bunch of gaps in it. MYLES has, you know, gaps too, but a little more neatly arranged. All right, RAHMATIONS trying to bring this down. Still digging here. 813. Need something for that left. Miles here back by about, oh no, Rahmation's board climbing now. He's built out that left a bit though, so now he's going to go to right working. He's going to go to working on the right side now. All right, looks like he's going to bring it down. So is he? Oh no, and going to miss with that J piece. It's going to slow him down a little bit, not too much. He's going to miss again with a J piece, and so the kind of misdrops pretty tough for Rahmations to deal with, and he's going to top out at 833. The target is 834 for Miles. A Tetris gets him to 837, and Miles is good in game number one. So you can see Rahmations is frustrated, of course, with those misdrops. Like as soon as you get out of a dig and all of a sudden misdrop again to put yourself right back in it, that is frustrating. Miles is going to take game number one. All right, well, we'll give players their pieces when they, well, we'll give them to them now. And if you need to take a moment, you can take a moment. No problem. There are the pieces when you're ready. 6D36CC, 6 Delta 36 Charlie Charlie. Has the game ever come down to the pushdown points? I mean, like humorously, yes, but in reality, like no. Like people will, know that they can get push down points and then just get them, but it's not like two players unintentional topped out and one of them had slightly more push down points. That hasn't happened yet. Yeah, it happened twice, but it was like on purpose for a meme. All right, both players are ready. Make sure they got the same pieces. 6D36CC. Yes. Okay. Miles and Rahmations game number 2 here in round 2. 3, 2, 1 Tetris. All right. Their initial placement of that L and O were completely different. All right, that left side for Rahmation's already kind of in a pickle. So, all right, he's just going to have to figure out what to do here early on. And it can be frustrating when you get these misdrops early. It does put yourself sort of behind the 8 ball a little bit, but lots of Tetris to be played. So, you just got to steel yourself and kind of dig in and say, okay, I'll just do what I can here, stay alive, and live to fight another day. All right, Rahmation's out of this one. He's dug back down to the bottom. He's going to look for his first Tetris. Miles gets one down the center, 78,000. Yeah, but it would be, I mean, you don't see a lot of players pushing down in Masters nowadays because rolling is just not, like if you're going to be rolling on 18, then you're probably not pushing down. I mean, people sometimes do it, sometimes for the memes, but it's hard to do. I mean, you can do it, but there's no, I see Miles pushing down here now just to make a point saying, yeah, I can do it. No problem. I'm Miles. But there's really no, I mean, it doesn't really, it's almost entirely inconsequential in terms of the results of the game, and it doesn't really add anything, and it complicates your control of the pieces and rolling, and it's just kind of unnecessary. In a game where you're scoring like 1.8 million points, the 3,000 points that you're going to get, probably not worth complicating everything. Miles 221, Rahmation's 159, gets a Tetris 182. So after all that kind of gnarly beginning, Rahmation's only back by about 2.5 Tetrises. All right, Rahmations with a push down point now. See, these players should not be listening to anything I'm saying. It cannot help them to pay attention to anything I'm saying other than like, oh, their opponent topped out. Here's the chase down amount. It's pretty much all they should be listening for. Other than that, they really should not be listening. All right, Tetris Miles 359, 275 Rahmations. I guess score checks are helpful. Tetris Rahmations 323, Miles 382. There's about 60,000 points, so a little less still than 3 Tetrises. So still pretty, close, especially given the start the player on our right had. All right, Tetris for each. I don't know what's happening in chat at all. I don't know. All of a sudden they're talking about vowels. I don't get it. Rahmations here with that placement of that S. That would have been a Buko spin setup. Decides to throw the other one in there and just kind of bridge across, set up a few burns here. It's not going to mess around. Going to do some crazy Buko nonsense. Just say no to Buko. Do the coward spin. 565. There's no shame in the coward spin, okay? 587 Miles. He gets a Tetris 610. So another 600K transition in the offing for Miles. Rahmations at 491. All right, Rahmations could try to get another one here. Miles is in at 657. Rahmations is going to spin his way into 19. He's at 539. He's set up for a Tetris. Miles right now with about 116,000 point lead. Same line count. All right, Miles left side. He's got that weird kind of T-spin set up there. Just trying to build out that left side. And while, he could certainly do one of those epic Miles digs, you don't want to have to do that. You just want simple, drama-free Tetris. No Miles dig in comp. And here's Rahmations looking to do his own Miles dig right here. Okay. Useful long bar here. Oh, no! Okay, Rahmations going to open up that right. Ends up covering again, but at least he's brought it back down. All right, he's trying to bring it down here. Miles, meanwhile, Tetrising 831. The dig for Rahmations continues. Miles looking for a bar for a Tetris. Rahmations with a couple of triples there to bring this down. That stack has been cleaned up substantially. Just a few more pieces to go. Miles with a Tetris 893. Rahmations uncovers that right side. And he will survive the dig and get a Tetris here. 696. Miles ahead by about 230,000 points. There's another Tetris Rahmations 729 here on 25. Miles with a 929 on 25. That is some pace right there. Back in the old days of Tetris, you were not allowed to say pace in chat. People would jump on you, but now it's okay. We're over it now. People would cancel you pretty hard for saying pace, but pace cancel culture in 2024 is dead. Miles has got the max out. He's on level 26. Tetris Rahmations 895. Another Tetris Miles A94 on 27. There's a Tetris Rahmations 932 into 28. Another Tetris Rahmations 967. Could potentially get two more and a max into 29. But he's just going to take the safe burn here. And there's the Tetris Rahmations. He's got the max going into 29 at A07. All right, Miles board getting up a little bit high here at 7 lines to go till 29. There's a Tetris. Two more, just going to take the Tetris. Board is low. Got a little covered gap there, but should burn away pretty easily. C41 Miles, A28 Rahmations. About 185,000 point difference. Sorry, I can talk. All right, pieces here dropping top to bottom in a third of a second. Miles board, very complicated here, trying to clean it up. And Rahmations, oh no, Rahmations going to top out at A44. Had a Tetris set up and then ended up creating gaps in the middle there, and I'm not sure if he just kind of missed some taps there, but that is going to be a top out for Rahmations. Miles is good in game number 2. Obviously, Rahmations has got that, post-29 playability with that 6.52 million PB, but just couldn't get it together in that game. So it's going to be Miles going up 2-0. He had a great game for Miles. He has the 1.3 on 32. All right, give me a moment here. Okay. Get these players some pieces. 1B A679. One B A679. Thanks for the pin, Deck CL. By the way, we got $1,530 in the prize pool, and our goal is to get to 2,000. So we're about $470 away with just this. With this 4 matches to raise 470. So anything you can do to help us out, $1, $5, $10, $20. Excuse me. That would be very, very helpful. That $2,000 incentive will help us pay our top 8. Oh. That is rough. Are you ready, or do you need to do something to your controller, or what? Okay. All right. If you're ready, we'll start. I mean, that's pretty rough, though. If you need to do something to your controller, I mean, we can wait a minute. Yeah, you can, if you need a moment, if you need a moment, take a moment. That's fine. Rahmation's just testing out that controller. He's got some sort of something going on. He prefers doing things his own way. All right, both players are ready. We're going into game number 3. The controller passes muster, at least for now. So we're going to have to go ahead and get it started in 3, 2, 1, Tetris. Miles up 2-0 over Rahmations here, looking to punch his ticket to the semifinals for the ninth time in his career. Miles Rahmation's going to have to win this one to stay in. He's looking to get his first ever semifinals, but he's going to have to win 3 in a row here. All right, good adjustment there for Rahmations on that left side with that J piece to make room for the long bar. All right, don't let AS Dreher bet on you. I think that's the lesson. All right, spinning a Tetris, Rahmations, 95,000. 138 for MYLES. All right, Rahmations here with a Tetris. Gonna take a skimmer over on that right side. MYLES has a couple of rows of garbage over that well. Trying to clear that away. Rahmations 190 now. All right, another Tetris. Rahmations, another one. MYLES 232 through 46 for MYLES. This is very few burns so far for MYLES. Is that like 2 burns? 6? I forget how the paces work. I shouldn't say it out loud though, because players would be like, "Oh man, I better stop burning." Hey everybody, it's your old pal, Van Dweller, host of Classic Tetris Monthly, and I'm asking you to do me a favor. If you like this video, hit thumbs up. If you want to see more videos like it, please subscribe and bang that notification bell. And follow us on Twitch at twitch.tv/monthlytetris. Thank you, and have a nice day. 290 for Rahmations, 349 for MYLES. Tetris MYLES 374. There's one. Rahmations 315 through 75. Oh yeah, everyone's doing me a favor. There are all those favors that are being done for me. Oh man, I'm constantly having to, do favors back to people from all those favors. I gotta ask for different favors, 368 for Rahmations, Tetris 391, 452. Does Dan keep the music for that part? I don't think so. I think for people who don't watch the streams, like Dan, Dan changes the music, right? So I record this with separate commentary track and then, music track. That way, when Dan does the edits, like it doesn't cut to different parts of the music, because that would be weird. So he just then puts another, a continuous music track beneath it. But he doesn't always make sure that this song is, during the say the line part. So it's probably utterly inexplicable to people why I'm doing it then. Like, it probably makes zero sense to them. 482 for Rahmations. Long bar down Tetris. 545 MYLES. There's a Tetris for both. MYLES ahead by 40,000 points. All right, Tetris, Miles. He's going to transition in with another 600K post. 662 for Miles now after Tetris. 600, not post, but I'm sorry, transition. Sorry. A 600K transition is what I meant to say. Before Pines Cutely and Mr. Brain come at me. All right, RAHMATIONS trying to bring this down. Uncovers, gets a long bar down. Tetris. T-spin RAHMATIONS and a Tetris. 959. I mean, sorry, 659. My God, what is happening to my brain right now? All right, there's a Tetris. RAHMATIONS is at 689. Miles is at 753. Those are the actual scores of your players. Tetris for both. Miles still with about that 63,000 point lead. All right, Tetris, RAHMATIONS 774. Lines are pretty close, and RAHMATIONS back by about a Tetris. All right, long bar Tetris, RAHMATIONS 803. There's Tetris, Miles 872. Another one RAHMATIONS, another one Miles, level 24. Right, RAHMATIONS, Miles has some to fill in there, needs a bar or something. All right, he's trying to get something in that column 8 well. So 5 deep channel there. A bar would be great, but just can't seem to get one timed. He's trying to keep that open. Gets a bar in there for a dirty Tetris column 8. 946 Miles, 930 for RAHMATIONS. So it's super close here. We're just about 30 lines away from that 29 transition now. Tetris, RAHMATIONS 996, 980 for Miles. RAHMATIONS has the max out and the lead. He's ahead by 3 lines, but also ahead by 17,000 points. Gonna stand up that long bar. I just would like a quick long bar and forget that ever happened. All right, there's the bar in and the dirty Tetris for RAHMATIONS. He's like, yeah, I meant to do that. That is what I meant to do. And another dirty Tetris for RAHMATIONS and a perfect well transfer. Well, now we'll end up having to burn a couple on his way. He's got a 1.1 though as he heads into 28, and so does Miles. All right, a couple of triples, and now a Tetris for RAHMATIONS. B53 into 29 and a B60 for Miles. So 1.1 transitions for both of these players. And oh no, RAHMATIONS going to top out here at B58. Miles is good in game number 3. He's going to take this match in his sweep and punch his ticket into the semifinals. GG's to RAHMATIONS. Maybe had some controller difficulty there. Looked pretty good in that third game though, but just couldn't find the handle as he approached or got into level 29. So GG's RAHMATIONS. Hope to see you again, buddy. All right, so there's Miles, your winner. Yeah, he's not gonna mull it out. He's forget it. I gotta go. There's the neck of a winner. All right, there he is, Miles, the winner. There's that big winning player. He's so big and he's winning. Amazing. All right, well, that is it for our now I forgot to report the matches again. So let's see. Miles and RAHMATIONS was a sweep. Fractal and RAHMATIONS was a here, let's report this all together, guys. So Miles and LAZER was 3-1, right? Miles and LAZER was 3-1. Is that right? Is that what it was? I don't know. How do I have to report any of this? Okay. Were they all 3-1? Was every match 3-1? I think every match was 3. LAZER won a game, right? Oh, you got swept. That's true. That's true. You got swept. So it's 3-1, 3-1, and then 3-0. Okay, that's right. I made Rahmations say, "Did you get swept?" 3-1, 3-1, 3-0. All right, we're gonna see what's happening here. That way we can look at the semifinals brackets. And yeah, I gotta remember to report these real time. I'm just so, locked into my whatever I'm doing, and I'm just, a dummy. All right, 3-0, monthly Tetris. Yeah, there we go. Online facts, MYLES transition with 635 or above in all 3 games versus Rahmations. I mean, that's tough to beat. Even if Rahmations, that is really tough. All right, well, we're going to refresh here. Ready? Refresh. And go, and then go. All right, that's what we got. It's going to be Dangler. I mean, these are going to be great matches. Dangler versus MYLES. Meme versus Scooty, which is bonkers. Dangler taking out two former CTM champions to get here, Dan V and Dog. MYLES taking out LAZER and Rahmations. And Rahmations had to take out Fractal to make that happen. I mean, that's crazy. Green, Meme, Galaxy, and Cole. And then red, I mean, Scooty just barnstorming through the whole thing. I mean, tough Tristop there. I mean, my goodness. So that is what we got in the semis. We will schedule it as soon as we can. And then, it's all even seeds. 2, 4, 6, 8 seeds. Has that ever happened? My God. Wow. What a crazy thing to have happened. 2, 4, 6, 8. All right. Let me see who is going right now. I'm going to go ahead and raid one of our good friends. By the way, I also want to thank everybody who contributed to the prize pool this stream. That was Abby Normal, Marco, Khan Plays Tetris, Varchild, Sonic Clang, Dishwatcher, Quartz, Niles, Jasmine, Arbaro, Dog, Lynn, Summer B, Monthly Tetris, Sanzel. And yeah, thank you all for contributing. As soon as we know when this is going to happen, we will let you know. Also want to thank our patrons. There they are: Scott Gray, K9, Tacnerus, Corporal, Shall Be, Cat Kit, Jay in the window, Troy Dan, Kim S, Sticker Club, Double Sticker Club, community level members. Okay, that is going to do it for us today. We're going to go ahead and raid one of our best friends. One of our best friends in all of Tetris. How are we going to do this? Raid. Dog playing Tetris. So, yeah, we're going to raid one of the big boys. Thanks, everybody, for hanging out. Join the Discord, discord.gg/CTM. The events calendar, as soon as we know when this is going to happen, we will put it in the events calendar. Take care. Bye-bye. And Twitch is gone. See you, YouTube. Appreciate you.